Alright, hello again. Welcome back to my NASCAR 2004 playthrough, trying to win a championship in the My Career game mode. And so last week out at Las Vegas, we unfortunately had a much more interesting race than it needed to be, but we did get a pretty decent result. I did look at the schedule really quickly. We go and really have a bunch of races that odds are we're not going to be very good at. You can go ahead and see not very good at Darlington, probably not going to be good at Bristol, and then we have Texas. So I'm really hoping to have good stuff for these two races. What I'm going to do, because it is 3 to 4 races away, is I am going to go ahead and repair one of the engines for Talladega. I might repair one of the bodies. They're pretty cheap, as it is. We're already at 500K. And we're going to be using that money towards the engine shop upgrade once the tire grip one is done. So I'll go ahead and get that done now. Right now the team is very happy with the performances that we've been putting in. Really been getting, I think, almost top 30. Yeah, we did get a top 30 in Daytona. Unfortunately got caught out by some gas mileage problems at the Rock. Other than that, did a lot better than I expected to at Las Vegas. So go to the garage here. See, we got 2 engines. We'll just repair the one that's 87. See, so the thing about overhauling, this doesn't really make a difference now, is that it will give you a better engine. I guess that's the best way to say it. It'll give you better stats. But the problem is with how crappy our builders are, it really doesn't matter. You'll see this is 53, but it costs 101,000 to get it done in 2 races, as opposed to if you come over to here, this is just going to be 51, which all we're caring about is power anyway. None of these races are like fuel mileage races. And this, only 45K to get it done in 2 races. I'm going to save some money because I don't need it till Talladega anyway. I'm going to get it done in 4 races, so we'll get that done. As for the chassis, they're kind of both beat up. Doesn't really get much simpler than that. We'll repair this one because this one a little bit better. 47? Yeah, I'll just do 31K. And then for the body, alright, so this one is the one that we will fix up. There we go. So we spent a little bit of money, about 100K or so, repairing all this stuff, but at the end of the day, I think it'll be good for Talladega. If we have a bad showing there, there's not that many good races that we can have. Either which way, we'll go to Atlanta. Only have one option for the engine, the body, and the chassis, so take that. Just 50s across the board, and hopefully I can hook something up here. In case you're wondering, on our sponsor objectives, of course, we're just trying to finish in 40th, qualify in 35th, and then rank in 35th in earnings. We're still around 24th, I want to say, so we're really doing good there. Just kind of hoping to have another good finish. Hopefully this car holds up in traffic. Never really know, though, until it actually happens. So we'll see, and hopefully shoot for another top 30 finish.
EA Sports welcomes you to Hampton, Georgia, site of today's NASCAR Winston Cup race, the Bass Pro Shops MBNA 500. I think we're in for some incredible racing, judging by this track's history.
The high speeds that can be reached here does make for some exciting racing. There are no restrictor plates to keep them from being able to pass either. It's just all out, good old stock car racing with the best drivers in the business. I can't wait to get this one underway.
Bill Elliott really needs a good finish in this race. He's got a long way to go on the points list.
Yeah, those guys have been working so hard this year. It's a shame it really doesn't show in the points. Just seems they can't keep that car out of trouble on race day. Maybe their luck will change today.
The Hills Brothers car is having some trouble in the points this year.
Well, there's always going to be someone who has to fill in the bottom of the points list. Of course, none of these guys want to ever see their names there. Sometimes it's just not your season to shine.
Mike Skinner is towards the bottom of the points list this season.
And of course, nobody wants to be on the bottom of that points list. He'll have to work extra hard to pick up spots. It's not an easy task to dig yourself out of a hole in this series.
Another race where you're just focusing on beating the people around you, staying out of trouble. Didn't do a good job of that last race. I got into quite a few incidents and kind of lucky to have finished that race. So you're not going to be lucky forever. Got to keep your nose clean, and well, I don't think I'm going to have a lot of speed in this car, so I'm hoping the draft really helps me out, because if it doesn't, this might be a long, lonely race. Oh yeah, we made a bunch of rivals last race too, so Jack's ready to kill me. Let's settle on into this race now. We've got some fast gentlemen behind me. Yeah, Greg Biffle not being happy with us. He's just going to be blocking. But it looks like Joe Nemechek's going to be attacking us next because he just blew past everybody. Fuel strategy for this race is actually kind of straightforward. You just two-stopper, pit on about lap 27 or so. Fucking Kevin Harvick's behind us. Swear to God, I can't get away from him. He's just everywhere. Yeah, you could just see this thing. If I don't hit the bottom or that like middle line, it just takes off right up the track, and that's that. But we put some serious distance on that one group back there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you could just see this thing is good for those first 2 laps when it's in the draft, but now I'm not. I'm just a dead duck. This isn't good though. Because all this fighting that me, Jack Sprague, and Greg Biffle are doing is just letting the guys behind us catch up and letting the guys in front of us get away. We've just been kind of hanging out right here in this pocket of space. Let the laps count down. You really want to have top 30 finish if you're in my spot, but yeah, it's just not able to really catch Hermie Sadler. Once I catch him, I'm going to be able to pass him with the draft that he's going to give me, but just not getting him so far. Alright, so we are halfway. We've run just about 14 laps. We're starting to get some tire wear now. I was reluctant to lower the tire pressures, and when I did in practice, it didn't really feel like it helped, so hopefully these tires kind of hold out as much as they can. I really got to reel Hermie Sadler in, because if I get him, that's going to give me the drafting partner I need to just skedaddle away from Jack Sprague here. Yeah, lap time in the 32s is not a good sign around Atlanta. Neither is going all the way up the track doing only 160. So, well, this thing's got more in it than I expected. That's been kind of the state of the season. Yeah, we're really dying on these tires now. Fuel tank almost empty. That is my sign. The next lap is the lap. I get any more speeding penalties. Screw that. Get these boys to give us another good stop, please. Perfect. And it feels good to have fresh tires again. So that's one of the nice things about pitting when we do and not really being able to stretch it is pit road is always empty basically, so you don't really get held up on pit road, stuck in your box, whatnot. Helps us gain so much time. I think we did actually lose some time to pit stops. I was catching and doing good work on Kyle Petty last time. He's up there. He's just getting pushed along by faster cars right now. They're having some trouble getting by him. Kind of like I am right now, so it also looks like Jack Sprague's up there. I don't know how I feel about passing Jack Sprague, because the chance of him killing me is kind of high. Is that a negative 70? Looks like Bill Elliott's coming through. Really could have did without that, Bill. Ooh, Jamie McMurray blows up. Okay, well. Alright, so Kevin Harvick's still a little pissed at me, but which way? This is about going to be the time when the AI is substantially faster than me. About 10 laps to my pit window here, so it's going to be tough, these next 10 laps, but they're also vital. If I could keep Casey Mears and Jack Sprague behind me, that could open the door for a top 35 finish. But I will say I was kind of surprised Jack Sprague had the opportunity to hit me, and he passed it up. So some people are coming in for their second stops now. I think Casey Mears might get me here, which is unfortunate because I battled him for a while. Just can't do it with these warm tires. It is not good enough anymore. I'm not even trying to block Kevin Harvick. He's just... Ooh, okay. It's not the first time I had to hold on to the car. Alright, this is going to be my last lap on these tires. I got to go in. It's 28 laps to the end. And I'm going to be 2 laps down, so 26. I'm just losing way too much time to these guys right now. Like you can see Kyle Petty, the second he got past me, he just neoned right on by. Only guy that's kind of stayed near me was Casey Mears, but that's because Casey Mears is dead slow, so. Not really a great second stint, I'll be honest. I kind of had a 5 lap stint where I just drove completely like shit. That son bitch is making mistakes all over the place. This is the second one, I think. I'm actually trying to hold it down here. The damn car's just kind of coming up, so I guess I'm coming up now. I'm a lap down on these guys anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but I'll see how things shake out when everybody comes down and pits, but I have a feeling that I am going to end up around 38th, I think. Between my crappy driving, the Jackman falling over, it's been a catastrophe. I don't know if there's any slow guys that are left to pit, to be honest. Well, the good news is I look like I passed somebody that was on Prerace, so it does look like if things were to end as they were, I would get my sponsor bonus for finishing in 40th place, so that's good. Bad news is Ashton Lewis, and I think that's Casey Mears up there, look like they're just a little too quick for me to catch them. Yeah, I haven't been really getting a lot of draft help, and when I do, this happens, and I just go way up the track, so it's been one of those races, just frustrating all around. Haven't been able to fix the car being tight on corner exit, but loose on these straightaways, so you know, on another day I'd be confident that we would be able to get at least the top 30, maybe 35. It just doesn't look like it's in the cards for us unless somebody blows up or something like that. Well, we're almost at the end here. We're just putting the finishing touches on this race. I'm going to end up 2 laps down, so I know it says there would be 9 to go, but a few laps later, it looks like we are actually running down Kevin Grubb here. So we do have a shot. Yeah, he's gotten closer and closer with every passing lap, so hopefully Bill Elliott gives me a little bit of draft here. Yeah, just that even closer to him. Yeah, 38th, I think I could live with, you know, especially when you're running such bad equipment, but yeah, it's tough running in the back, not only because you're just slow, but just not being able to pass anybody. It's demoralizing, you know. It looks like we're running out of laps. This should be, I think, the white flag lap for the leader. Might be one before the white flag lap, but either which way, it's getting close to business time. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, that's good. Ken Schrader's pissed.
32-13. We'll get them next time. There'll be other days.
Like I said, there will be other days. We got awfully close to getting Kevin Grubb getting that 38th spot, but just like well, everything else about this race, just close enough to give you some hope, just far away enough to make sure you don't get it. It does kind of suck, so either which way, it does eliminate some of our rivals, because some of our rivals have been quite pissed at us, but relatively clean race, didn't really bounce off anybody. Full payday. Got all the sponsors' objectives. Not really getting a lot of sponsor prestige, finishing all the way back where we are, though, so you have to work on that, but back over 500K. Not bad, making about 120,000. Race stats here. What did I tell you about Tony Stewart? Another max points day from the man. Dale Jarrett, second. Dale Earnhardt, third. Jeff Gordon was leading a lot of that race, especially all the way through that first pit stop phase, but I don't know what happened to him. He just never got back out front. Ricky Rudd, Sterling Marlin, Matt Kenseth, all the way from 22nd to 10th. Kevin Harvick all the way from 38th to 11th, and yeah, you could just see throughout here all the finishes. So we were all the way in the back. We were around these guys to start the race, but yeah, it just gradually slid more. 39th, started 31st. Mike Skinner finishing an extra lap down. That's just brutal. But looks like Bobby Labonte DNF'd, and as did Jamie McMurray. So not necessarily something you could be upset with, but man, that just is. Ugh. It's not going to get any easier because now we have to go to Darlington and Bristol. So yeah, you know, hope you enjoyed this one, because if you're a fan of destruction, you'll definitely enjoy the next two. But as for today, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.